flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rodgers. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Good.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over.
30-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
49-yard gain on the play. And
so the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Toss play.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Rodgers now on first down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on third down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
This is Butler making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was final. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
At the 34-yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll go up top here for him. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Bears 17. Packers.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking for a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
They give it off here to the tight end. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Check, 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 check. Mark 56. Mark 56.
Now a give, right side. Bond. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
On 3rd down, Bond. And down inside the 15 he goes.
The ball carried by
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26. One there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down carry by Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
With a handoff to Aaron.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Rodgers. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds here to the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Hakeem Butler. Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Good.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On second down, Bond. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Packers' 19-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action with Trubisky. That's complete to Butler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
180. Hey, let's get in that holes. 56.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
His kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bears 41, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Cut. 45.
To throw again. Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check 52. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Get 300. Get 300. 58 the ball.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
By the Bears.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. As he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working.
13-yard line.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down officially at the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity. Everyone else.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 45's the mic. Coming.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Waters pass.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's taken down at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they take a knee.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Ricky.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score, Bears
Charles,
51.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup.